What if all the wisdom in the world ended up in the hands of one tricky spider? Welcome to Tales Across the Globe, where timeless stories from every corner of the world are brought to life for curious minds of all ages. Today's tale comes from the Ashanti people of Ghana, masters of storytelling and the creators of one of the most famous characters in African folklore, Anansi the Spider. Anansi is clever, mischievous, and always looking for a shortcut. But in this story, he learns a lesson that changes the world forever. So let's begin. Long ago, the world was full of confusion. People were trying, really trying, to live better lives. They wanted to build homes, raise families, grow food, and solve problems. But something was missing. They didn't have the knowledge to build well, the patience to listen to each other, the understanding to lead with kindness, or the creativity to imagine better ways. One person might know how to fish, another might know how to make music, a third might know how to tell stories, but no one had all the wisdom. It was scattered like puzzle pieces hidden across the world, and without it, people struggled. Up above the clouds, the sky god watched. He saw the confusion, the frustration, the missed opportunities, and he decided to help. He traveled across the earth, gathering wisdom. From the oceans, he took depth and mystery. From the rivers, patience. From fire, courage. From the moon, dreams. From lullabies, love. From silence, listening. From stories, memory. And from the stars, a sense of direction. All of it, every fragment of wisdom, he placed inside a clay pot. But this wasn't just any pot. It shimmered with colors. It was lined with symbols. It felt ancient and alive, like it had a heartbeat. And inside it was everything people needed to grow, understand, and thrive. Now the sky god had to choose someone to carry this gift. Someone clever, someone sharp, someone who could be trusted to share it with the world. He chose Anansi the Spider. Anansi bowed politely. He accepted the pot with all 8 legs, and on the outside, he smiled. But inside, he was buzzing with excitement. All the wisdom in the world, he thought. And it's mine? He wasn't thinking about sharing it. Not at all. He imagined people coming to him for advice, leaders asking for guidance, everyone treating him like the most important creature alive. "I'll be the smartest," he whispered, "the most powerful, the one everyone needs." So instead of taking the pot to the villages, Anansi took it into the forest. He tied it to his belly with vines, found the tallest tree he could, and began to climb. But the pot was heavy. It swung into his legs. It knocked into his knees. It scraped his belly and made the climb difficult. "Ugh, this thing is cursed," he hissed, panting. Each step was a struggle. Each movement made the pot slam and wobble and slip. Still, Anansi pressed on. "If I can just hide it," he muttered, "it'll all be worth it." But then, from below, came a voice. "Father." It was one of Anansi's children, a young spider watching curiously. "Why don't you tie it to your back instead of your belly?" Anansi froze. He looked down at the pot. then down at his child, then back at the tree. Even without the pot, his child had figured out something he hadn't, and he was the one carrying all the wisdom in the world. Anansi sat still, high in the tree, breathing hard, thinking. What good is all the wisdom if it makes you blind to what others can still teach you? Even a child? Even your own? And then, something unexpected happened. Anansi laughed. A strange, nervous, almost embarrassed laugh. It bubbled up from deep inside. And in that moment of laughter, he lost his grip. The pot slipped from his belly. Down it tumbled, hitting branch after branch, spinning through the air. Then, crack! It smashed against the ground. The clay shattered, and from it rose something incredible. Light, color, wisps of sound, swirls of warmth and thought and memory. Wisdom escaped. It floated up through the trees, into the wind, into the rivers, into people's dreams, conversations, and stories. It moved like fireflies, like breath, like music you feel before you hear. Something changed that day. People in villages looked up. They felt it. Suddenly, things clicked. A mother knew how to heal a wound. A farmer heard the rhythm of the earth. A child asked a question no one else had thought to ask. And a teacher found the words that made young minds light up. No one had all the wisdom, but now, everyone had some. It lived in gestures, in choices, in quiet moments and loud laughter, in questions and in kindness. Wisdom was no longer something to lock away. It became something we pass from one to another. A living force that grows when shared. And Anansi? He climbed down slowly, sore, tired, but a little lighter, not just in body, but in spirit. He still had his cleverness. He still told stories, but he never again tried to keep wisdom all to himself. Because now he knew, true wisdom doesn't make you greater than others. It reminds you that we all have something to offer, and it grows best when it's shared. Thanks for listening to Tales Across the Globe. This story, like many others in our series, is adapted from traditional folklore passed down for generations. You can find more of these stories in our illustrated book series, available in print and Kindle on Amazon. And if you enjoyed this tale, don't forget to subscribe for more timeless stories from around the world. New videos every week.